So we want to get you focusing on cash flow, which means you have to invest in things short-term, mid-term, or long-term that's going to pay you for the rest of your life, okay? All right, so now let's get into profile. What happens is when people look to start a business, apply for a loan, they don't know that you got to look at your whole thing. And we got a whole thing in YouTube about the 5 profiles that make up your credit, and we break them all down. And when you get in our credit repair program or our credit restoration program, we show you how to, of course, improve on it. But you got to realize you got a certain percentage. You're talking about 35% is your payment history. And we show you how to deal with that. So you got to strengthen your whole profile. All right, and we're going to talk about some of the mistakes to avoid that people make when they trying to start a business, get an installment loan, get a business loan, get a mortgage loan, the things that they make. So hopefully I can get into a few of them, right? So that's a part. So you got payment. Then the next thing, you got your credit utilization, which is going to come up in a second. We're talking about DTI as well as your score. Then, of course, you got what is called the length of credit. How long you had something. A lot of times people get rid of a bill that they have paid on time because they think, oh, I don't need it no more. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a certain ratio that you need to have. I'm only going to get into this session, the debt to income ratio, but it's a certain ratio that you need to have of revolving credit to installment credit that strengthens your profile. Okay, and we talk about that in another session, and in our one-on-ones and in our group. What do you need to do that? So when you join our program outside the YouTube channel, we make sure you get these things. So you got the length of credit. Then of course that you got obviously your new credit. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. And then the last one is your credit mix. So all 5 of these things help make up your profile. All right, and then that helps. Using the model that they're currently using, the FICO score model now, then your score, okay? So people think it's about the score. No, you can still have a high score and your profile weak and you still don't get approved. And I'm gonna go into that when I get to the debt to income ratio, and it's gonna blow you away. So I'm gonna put you in a position and give you the game, give you the tools, give you the secrets that you gotta start sharing with your family and friends and let them know, hey, you gotta follow this guy, the Freedom Coach. Join his channel. He's giving the game and giving things for free that people charge for, and things you haven't even heard of. And I tell people, just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not true. And just because it hasn't been done doesn't mean you directly can't do it. All right? So we want to make sure you get that. So you want to know the score. Most people only focus on their credit score. And so, like right now, in the time that we are now, normally you want 580 minimum to get a house. Now it's like 620. So pretty much my suggestion is you want to strengthen your profile, get up to, which we'll show you how to do, get up to at least 640 above, and we can talk. But if you got 640 and your profile is weak, that we're going to get into, you still have a problem and people miss it. So we're going to share that. Also, let me give you another nugget, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to fall into the debt to income ratio. Write this down. You have your FICO score, but also you have something that's called a BK score. Not going to go into fine detail, but I'm going to give you the general mindset and principle behind it. You can have 10 bills and you have never missed a payment in 10 years on those bills, okay? On your installment or your credit cards or your fixed bills like car notes, mortgage, furniture accounts, anything, it does not matter. But if you have anywhere between 50 to 70% of that debt that's outstanding that you never been late on, ladies and gentlemen, internally a lot of institutions have something called a BK score. They are scoring that. BK score is if you had a financial challenge or hardship, how close would you possibly be to bankruptcy to selling your account, even though you pay everything on time? Sometimes in the street you hear that term called overextended or what they call over debt leverage. And so you be like, well, I pay all my bills, why I can't get nothing? Because you are overextended. You extended debt leverage on there. So I want to make sure I share that with you. And all of that pretty much can come back to this: your debt to income ratio.